És újra egy zseniális Noire tour. Csak még mennyi cucc van ebbe a játékban, majd megnézzük a statisztikát. Egy újabb friss esetnél hagytuk abba, azt hiszem csütörtökön, most van, nem. Csütörtökön. Szerdán szerintem, na mindegy. Ja igen, itt volt az, hogy a buszsofőrt sorozták géppityúval, mert ugye ez a buszsofőr faszi is katona volt, és azon a hajón szolgált, amiről ugye vannak a lopott fegyverek, a morfium, meg a cigi. Mert ugye egy olyan bandát kell lefülelnünk, aki megfejte ezt a honvédségi teherhajót. És most orgazdáskodnak itt a cuccával. Telefonálunk egyet.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks.
Jó, megvan a Kelso-nak a címe. Jó, ott a tetőn nyírtuk ki a lövöldöző fószert. Kocsi. Csöcs. Kelso apartment.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
It won't work. He's a tough customer.
Szóval a Phelps úgy gondolja, hogy ez a Kelso az ártatlan, aki az éppen tartunk. Destruction Derby közben. Meg is jöttünk.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
Na,
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the
bejön
crap.
velünk a
Pick me
zörsre.
up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Nem akar csevegni, mert hogy leégettük a házánál. Na akkor Hollywood rendőrség újra.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Hát...
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Come on, Jack. You were there. You must know something. People are dying over this morphine.
We had been in port 2 days and the Navy crew were busy unloading. Most of us were making final arrangements to travel home. Everything that was stolen was taken straight from the dockside. Police interviewed my unit and most of the swabbies.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Azt, hogy az végig tagadja, hogy közel lenne a rabláshoz.
Level with me, Jack. Some of the guys stole that dope.
Eddie McGoldrick, there's your man. Case closed. Can I go now?
Rákéne a Goldrickra az egészet, ugye, akit kinyírtak a nightclubban.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
You wouldn't know why Eddie McGoldrick had 3 of them.
The goddamn fool.
Jack,
Hát ez szar volt.
just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
Tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780
Hoppa.
West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majewski.
Juicy.
Another name from the manifest?
Egy lövöldözés van.
How many more friends of yours are going to get plugged today?
Robert Steiner étterem. Jó a fordulókör ennek a kotlának, az meg nem tud kifordulni egy évbe a kurva udvarból.
That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Na, hol a lövöldözés? Hogy benne?
They just
Aha,
walked up and shot the man.
ott vannak.
2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Haha. Bazd meg. Elmenekül. Azért itt stuntolunk egyet. Nem egészen így gondoltam, mindegy. Hol van? Aha, ott van. Ezek lőnek, baszki. Lőjél már rá.
Just get me a little closer. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Hát lelőhetnéd már. Oh. Kilőhetnéd már őket, báz. Mert itt akadályokba ütközünk. Mi volt lezárva az út?
Watch it. These guys aren't gonna go quiet. Open fire!
Hol a picsában vannak? Lőtték a rendőrt. Officer down. Aha. Egy megvan. Ott a másik faszarc. Jó. 2-2 alszik. Elevate crime scene. Na és ezek kik voltak, ezek a pöcsfejek? Aha, ezt már láttuk, ezt a szállítólevelet, ez a hajónak a szállítólevele, ami jött ugye vissza a háborúból San Pedro kikötőbe. Scoreket, Higgins, Connolly.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Ja, ezeket akarják kinyírni, és ez ugye a rendőrségtől kicsempészett doksi, mint ugye mi is láttunk. His meeting.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Mit 20-as jött Dark Harry, ezek ilyen bérgyilkos sávok. Szerintem ezeknek a karjainak nem lesz semmi. Ja.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Ja, hát ugye ez megint lopott bár. Hopp. Storyzunk. Happy device scandal.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Hoppa.
District Attorney.
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all served. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
Ez érdekes. Mintha minket akarna feldobni a társunk, hogy mosdassa a bűnöző polgármester bandáját. Ezt a hullát miért nem tudom megnézni? Ez annyira nem érdekes. És mi van a kocsitokkal, papesz? Semmi. Hát ez gáz.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Ja, szedegetik le egyenként azokat az embereket, akik benne voltak ebbe a hajórakománylopásban. Tehát nem tudják, hogy hol van a Sawyer, és így próbálják meg egyenként kiszedni. Majd csak valaki megtörik, már beszállik, hogy őt is kilövik, aztán elárulja nekik, ja. Max Factor Building, amúgy 30-ból 19 lemmákot találtunk meg. Kínai színház. Ja, hogy itt is aha. Megelőztek minket, Mr. Bérgyilkosék itt is.
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Na lőjél, bazd meg. Hopp.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Ezek itt rocsóznak rendesen. Hopp.
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Hú, van ma már.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down.
Ha lövjél rájuk, lövjél.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Bazd meg, erre én pördülök ki, nem ő. Az zsír volt. Jaj. Lőj már, bazd meg. Júj. Na, hát akkor ezek lelövöldöződtek. Ezek is. Most ez most mi volt? Na. Ennyi. Jó. De vannak érdekes dolgok ebben a játékban, ugye a Remastered még a 20 éves kora miatt majdnem. Megnézzük ezt a postahivatalt. Az, hogy itt is lövöldözés van. Mi a fasz? Hol lehet itt bemenni? Ezzel rajta van neved, de... Itt a bejárat. Ha? Hoppá. Elég nagy a party. Hopp, rendőrt előttek. Hol vagy faszarc?
Stay down.
Itt még van egy pöcspály. Hol van? Há, ott van.
Really hurts.
Tudko. Elhullottak. Na nézzük akkor ezt a sok pöcsfejt. Olyan a kezedbe marad. Hú, ez még él. Ilyen még nem volt.
Bad luck.
Ez durva.
It was worth a try. It was worth a try.
Most már meghalhatná, papesz. Jó. Na.
God.
Beckett's Confession. Aha, tehát elhangzott a Courtney név.
Polar Bear Ice
Meg
Company.
hogy megérte
Really
megpróbálni.
did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Ja, ez a jeges cégnek a izéje, ahol ugye már jártunk, ott is volt egy kisebb lövöldözés. De ki az a Courtney? Ennek nincs kabát zsebe? Jó. Hol van a többi pöcs hulla? Hát bent vannak, de hogy lehet bemenni. Aha. Ott a hulla.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
A Cohen az a mixter, nem? De.
Juice, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Azt nem vágom, hogy...
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Mit csináltak ezek itt a postán? Megint hagytok oda bemenni, mert ott is kell, hogy legyen hulla, mert ugye ott lettem le. Igen, ott fekszik. És ugye itt voltunk az előbb. Hopp, itt egy ajtó, ezen be lehet menni. És itt a hulla. Itt a hulla, de ezt se lehet átvizsgálni. Oké. Több hulla, valahol. Hulla. 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 Nincs hulla. Semmi hulla. Nulla hulla. Akkor vissza. Ez már volt.
Ordner says it's going to take at least a week to get an ID.
Azt mondja, ez egy hét lesz azonosítani. Na társunk már ott hesszel a kocsiba, úgyhogy gondolom akkor koc van. És miért szállták ki beznek? És én meg miért nem tudok beszállni? Megint bebagolt a játék. Meeting place, jó. Elmegyünk a találkára, ami az cetlire volt felírva.
I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. This car cost me a fortune, you moron.
Jó, pihenjé.
All fingers point his way.
Valaki lelépett, igen, ott ült a pohán.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
Vagy elpucolt a gecie.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the
Bazd meg.
Stay down.
Hol a többi? Aha.
Clear me some space here.
Várj, azok ott kocsiznak.
Find some cover.
Hey, look who's bleeding.
A kurva anyádat.
They're making a run for it after them.
Lelőjém ebbe. Hopp.
Give me some goddamn cover.
Hehe, hogy leesett a passz. Ez honnan lő? Onnan már nem lő. Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
APB on the car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Benn van a Courtney a rendőrségen.
There goes a week's wages.
Azt mondja, ott van egy heti fizetés. Ott megy egy heti fizetés.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Cap. Na hát akkor megkaptuk a kihallgatást, kedves társunkat elrabolják az irodába. Polgármester szétrúgja a seggemet, blá blá blá.
You're an interview too, Phelps. There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
It's him, the cop from the newspapers.
Ez a kettesben van. Bent van vele egy quack. Ki ez a quack?
Sheldon.
Ja, itt van ez a
Is this your
doki.
attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Jó, hogy ez a
He came
Courtney,
down here to
jó.
help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Miért nem?
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole? Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. None of us were. We just followed your orders.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So Eddie McGoldrick took his cut and bought the 111 Club.
I don't know what Eddie is gonna.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
Hoppá.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
Hoppá, eltüntettek minket az ügyről. Bejött a fő góré.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Most oké, hogy eltávolította valaki minket a nyomozásból, meg úgy most már rendőrségről is, mert felfüggesztettek, de mi a faszról szól ez egész? Ez mi ez a children? Feleség, meg gyerek, meg hogy képek vannak rólunk valami német kurvával.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Az asszony is már
Go to her, Cole. You
felkapta a
have done
szart.
enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them?
Jó, fő, mégis volt valami.
My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
De bőrödött, ne hagyd ott, haver. De akkor tényleg benne volt a társunk a eltüntetésbe. Meg valami magasrangú seggarcok. Ja, jó, már beugrott, ja. Ez a izénő, a bárból az énekesnő, amikor ugye lesasolta a zsernyák haverunk, hogy ugye ide jártunk kezelgetni a nőt, és most ugyanide jött vissza. Ja, akkor igen. És hogy ugye és ezzel dobott föl minket, hogy ezzel használták föl arra, hogy eltüntessenek minket a képből. Egy clue nem lett, meg kíváncsi ennek. Mi az azt mondja, getting a Marion like Felix to return his bodies would have required some questioning and so. Ja. Felix nem fogja beköpni a katonatársait, mert ő ilyen nagyon terék gyerek. Na most nem tudom, hogyan tovább, mert ugye most már nem vagyunk rendelve. A gázos ember. Ez egy pénztár, Mészáros Lőrinc. The Gasman. Nézd, Andi Kazán.
Keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue.
Na szóval akkor lettünk fokozva megint izé. Oda, onnan indultunk, kapunk megint egy új területet, új társat, és most valami lakástűzhöz kell kimennünk.
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Ez megint egy új rendőrség. Ancik a géppel.
Grown men playing at being boys. Oh, just you wait.
That broad has stopped.
Na, új Verda. Hudson Commodore. Oh, Buzz.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
Any available units?
So this is how it's going to be.
I already told you, I don't do partners. This evening, first day here, walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive that shot.
Hát ez a bácsi se túl barátságos velünk. Most itt mindenki játsza itt a nagy durcát, mert hogy ugye megcsalta a Phelps a feleségét. Hát ez leégett ez a ház, igen, ez valóban, ezt megállapíthattuk. Így ránézésre, hogy azt hiszem ez leégett.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch.
Nem csalás volt.
Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man of the house, in the ruins. Teary lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Na, akkor egy lakás tűz, nincs biztosításuk, nem tudják, hogy történt.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Szóval ezek nyertek valami utazást, és ott voltak, miközben leégett a házuk.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Aha. Szóval volt itt valami lakásmaffia, ami fel akarta vásárolni itt a kecót, és nem adta el nekik az öreg.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Maybe. No.
No.
Junk.
Skuka. Onnan jöttem.
Doesn't look like anything.
Ez mi az, valami serpenyő? A gáztűzhely. Egy cipő.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Hát úgy látom, itt nincsen semmi. Még itt körbe lehet, vagy hátul. Ó, igen.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Karbantartási listája a kazánnak, ugye láttuk az átvezetőből, hogy itt buherált valamit, egy fószer.
What's with him? You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
És tudom, miért kell annyira lovagolni, hogy itt volt a Phelpsnek ez a megcsalásos dolga? Na mindegy. Ott van egy sufni. Á, mindegy, nincs itt lófasz se. Ki kell menni telefonálni. Building a Better California. Ja, ez a cég akarja itt, aha. Sold. Ledózerolja itt a házakat. Annak is be van deszkázva az ablaka, aha.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Aha. Van benne kormányzati lov és meg magánbefektetők is.
Corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Na, és akkor az ingatlanfejlesztő cégnek megkaptuk a poéját. De még először megnézzük a másik tüzet is.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Azt mondják, hogy ezen a környéken nem olyan ritka a háztűz. Megnézzük, hogy találunk-e hasonlóságot két eset között. Nagyon építkeznek itt a dolgok. És ezek valamilyen szolgálati lakásokat építenek itt a katonáknak, és felvásárolják a magántulajdonokat, és azoknak a helyére készülnek ezek honvédségüket szó. Csak hát ugye nem mindenki akarja nekik eladni. Láttok itt menni? Ja, itt a... aha. Takarodjatok innen, jó? Hát igen, ez is leégett, hogy elnézem, jó?
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a pardon?
What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Kazánrobbanás, de itt viszont van 4 hulla.
Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Szóval azt mondja, hogy még ezen sincs semmi furcsa, mert hogy itt elég rendszeresek ezek a kazánrobbanások. De azért így, hogy van 4 hulla.
Mal!
Ajaj.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids.
Sawyer család kompletten hulla.
Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Ja, szóval ezek gyilkossági ügyek lesznek, ezek most ugye itt elvileg szénmonoxid mérgezésben haltak meg. És utána égtek meg, és most azt mondja, hogy hát a biztosító biztos örül ezeknek a isteni ajándéknak tekinti, mert ugye így nincs kinek fizetni kártérítést, mert ugye meghaltak mind a szar. Ezt már néztük, azt mondja, hogy itt is a kazánt kellene megkeresni szerintem. De előtte még végig tapogattat velünk egy pár szemetet a izé. Hát az 3/4, ha jól látom. Olyan körül lehetett a tűz. Ez eléggé szarra égett minden, ez micsoda? Ez egy ventilátor, jó? Az ott mi? Ez egy labda. Kutya hol? Hol a kutya? Ott a kazán, a társulmás eset, a kocsi is leégett. Nem itt van a kazán. De akkor hol van a kazán? Na meg hol van a kutya? Ez a kandallónak a kéménye. Hopp, itt valami volt. Aha, ez a buhárált alkatrész, nem?
Hey, Biggs!
Regulátor, ez nyomáscsökkentő szelep.
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor, Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away.
They won a trip somewhere.
Hoppá, ezek is nyertek
But
egy
little Henry got
utazást.
sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Szóval mindenkit befizetnek egy utazásra, csak ezek nem mentek el. Mert a gyerekek betegek lettek.
Hurry, you can still catch them.
Ezt le lehet lőni, nem? Hopp.
Stop! LAPD! We've got an ID on you, Firefly. Stop right there!
Meg vagy papász. Azt mondja, ez állítólag van piromániás csöves, de szerintem ennek semmi köze nem lesz hozzá.
Some. Watching them or setting them? I don't want any trouble. Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Oriflame.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
Jó, hogy berak egy cigit a gyufás dobozba, és ezzel tud időzíteni. Gyulladást időzíteni.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
Ja.
You got it, detective.
Na mindegy, de megvan az ingatlanos cég itt is, aki az utazási iroda itt is, aki ugyanezt az ajándékizét intézte, utazás.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Mr. Társ sem leszarja, szerinte az semmiség, meg nincs ügy. Szerintünk megvan. Úgyhogy most meglátogatjuk ezt az utazási irodát, aki intézte ezeket a nyereményutazásokat, hogy eltakarítsák a tulajdonosokat a ketszóból. Hogy ne legyenek sült tulajdonosok, mint ez a család, aki épp itt az előbb látható volt, és napozott kint a lepedőn. Kiszáradt, repedezett bőrrel. Kicsi kocsi bum bum, tá. Tudáljál, húzódjál le. Hogy lementek, bazz? Nagyon helyes. Azért bejön elém, bazd meg. Na itt a Gulliver utazásira nagyon menő ez a légcsavaros cucc, meg a kirakat egy repülőgép utastere. Nagyon meleg.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Na, erre kíváncsi leszek.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Steffens. I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Lónak a faszát, baba. Ezeket valaki kifizette előre, te fasz.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Ja, hát az ingatlanfejlesztő cég mondja meg, hogy ki nyer majd. Ilyen meglepő.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. I just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Na, akkor most megyünk az ingatlanos céghez.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Murphy.
Bocs. Egész jól bírja ez a várda.
Son of a bitch! Please! You're not...
Megjöttünk.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Aha. Szóval az Elysianhoz tartozik ez a másik cég.
He says we should visit at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Igen, itt ugye azzal lesz a gond, hogy ugye majd egyre magasabbra érnek a szárak ebben az ingatlan bizniszes sztoriba. És szerintem egyébként ez utolsó nagyobb ilyen mission csomag. Ide most jól bejöttem, az meg, de minek? Szép nagy parkoló, üres. Van valami focipálya, vagy mi a? Midget autórész. Szóval ez egy autóversenypálya, Speedway. Nem lehet bemenni versenyezni? Mi ez a dugó? Mi ez a dugó? Most valami tűzoltóságra megyünk elvileg. Aha.
We came as soon as we could.
Keep talking. Someday you'll say something intelligent.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Ez volt ki
Do you believe the
helyszínen ez a
fire
góré, nem?
deal in facts, Phelps? Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Is the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Ezt már láttuk, igen.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Ja, az egy szúnyogriasztó, az a zöld füstölő lófasz. Nekem kéne lemodellezni egy ilyen robbanó kazánt. Ó, bazd meg, de most mit akar? Az oda megy. Az oda. Van még egy szelepünk, az meg oda. Ja, azon van a Luffy ott, aha. Hát ez így lehet, hogy nem jó.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Akkor ezt lehet, hogy föl kéne cserélni ezt a Luffy-s lófaszt. Azt ne vedd ki onnan, pöcs. Azt tedd be oda oldalra, aha.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Hát az akkor jó helyen van most. Na.
Try again, Boy Scout.
De ne bassz, most így se jó. Hát ezt a kettőt most fölcseréltem, úgyhogy akkor ez van még szar helyen.
Try again, Boy Scout.
Ez nem jó. De szerintem a Luffy az jó helyen van ott. Még ez a verzió esetleg.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
Zsír.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Na akkor most megyünk a kazángyárba.
I swear, this town is going...
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Szóval a gyújtogatós csávó, akit bevitettünk, az arra nincs bizonyíték. De tudják, hogy ilyen piromán csávó. De hát ugye láttuk, hogy az InstaHeat kazánszerelő buheráltott valamit.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
Itt a tűz. Az egyik, csak most nem ide jövünk, hanem a kazángyárban.
At least we'll know where we've been if we try to retrace our steps.
Most informative. Thank you.
InstaHeat Factory. Hello, Nene.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
És hol van az irodája? Bazd meg. Stuff only.
Sam's taking me out to Palm Springs for the weekend. What the hell?
Klimpíroznak. Mi van? Hát ide úgy érzem, hogy fölöslegesen jöttünk be. Nincs itt valami easter egg? Nincs.
Are you liquored up?
Kus.
Goddamn Harry thinks he can get fresh whenever he pleases.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Ja, új kazan. Viszik mind a cukrot.
Do it again, I dare ya.
Ott ül benne faszarc, gondolom ő lesz az emberünk. Itt is áll valaki, jó?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
Buherálták a
You see this
nyomáscsökkentőt.
diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
How many guys know how to make that change?
All you need is a screwdriver and a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Szóval ez bárki tudja szabotálni, nem kell hozzá
Are
szakember.
these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Na, ott van a szerelőknek a listája.
Around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Van a Priusuk, stb. Stb. Tucat szerelő van.
Operator, give me dispatch.
How can I help, Detective?
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Hát ez nagyon
Your
faszal.
employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasic.
Ja.
Desperate times indeed.
Ez a faszinak az összes szerelője az vagy gyilkosság kísérlet, vagy gyújtogatás, meg az egyiket még körözés, rendőrség. Na.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Na, nézzük meg az öltözőt, és megkaptuk a címeket, ahol dolgozik a 3 Priusos fószer.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasic.
Ez a Clemensnek a szekrénye.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Valami anarchista cucc. Hoppá, itt is tonnaszám.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all? Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Hoppá, hoppá, ott van egy szúnyogriasztó.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Barley has a problem with bugs.
Ugye ez lesz a robbanás időzítő.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favored choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Hát mindegyikhez egyenként papesz. Ne oda.
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said, "Did that taste funny to you?"
Jaj, ez mekkora szarvic volt, bazd meg. Ezek a kanibálok végeztek a bohóc megevésével. Ezek vicces íze volt. Mondjuk ez magyarra fordítva nem jön ki. Hát itt miről van szó? Kapott az megbuherált nyomáscsökkentő. De ez most vajon melyik paraszt volt? Clemens, a Varley vagy a Ryan? Hát, talán a Ryannek volt a szekrényében az nem? A szúnyogriasztó. Hát a parkolás irányából ítélve ez akkor nem az lesz. Már az kinnert az út szélén.
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
son of a bitch.
Hoppá, hoppá. A társunk ott maradt, az nem baj. Juhú! Ez legalább nem lő. Csak nincs fegyvere szerintem. Bazd meg, ezeket a kocsikat nem lehet legyorsulni. Nézzük, lenyom, bazd meg. Lenyom.
You idiot!
Hát professzorra rábaszták.
Show me your hands!
Elvitte a villamos, mind a szar.
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Ez de szar volt. És most akkor ilyenkor mi van? Meg kell a többit is látogatni ezek szerint. Ó, rábasztam. Nem úgy volt, hogy lehúzódtak autó? Hogy a rohadás öljön meg. Bocs. Ott van. Éppen buzerálja a kazánt.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
You did 4 years for burning down a house in Westwood. What are you doing working as a gas fitter?
I did my time for that.
4 évet ügyújtogatásért, ezt most meg gázszerelő, az meg, ez nagyon profi.
You know Reginald Varley?
No. Can't say I do.
Erre hazudik a kollégája, bazd meg.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. He does their work first, spreads it around if he can.
Aha, akkor a Varley lesz az emberünk.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Kapja a megrendeléseket, ugye? Igen.
His locker is right next to yours. Give it up.
Okay, so I know Ryan.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Ezek szerint végig kell taperolni az összeset. Yeah.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
You like to leave your mark, don't you?
Itt lesz a Varley, és ő lesz ugye az emberünk. Igen, ott a Várda. Ott van benn.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Na ez is elszaladt, bassz meg. Gyerünk fel, futás, fut, lő. Hoppá, lehet lőni. De ezt így gyilkosságért körözik. És megpróbálom elkapni, úgyhogy nem lövöm le.
Stop or I will shoot!
Kíváncsiak most mi történik.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. And be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Igen, ez is le akarja tagadni a gyújtogatást. Ne erőltessük meg.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chaplin, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Ja, most bevitettük mind a 3-at az őrsre, úgyhogy most vissza kell menni kihallgatni őket. Na, a 3 mókus. Hol vannak?
I have 2 suspects. Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Ja, megint flagmáznak velünk.
Got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Azt mondja, hogyha gyanús, vagy ja, hogyha meggyanúsítjuk valamelyiket, akkor lezárja az ügyet.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
We We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Hát érdekes, mert a másik meg ugye ellene vallott.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Clement says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money, but so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Hazudik.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Hát úgy, hogy... Várj, ez a Varley. Ez.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Azt mondja... Most vagy ez...
You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
Most megnézzük a másikat is.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Megnézzük.
torch strips off me at the grand jury.
Másik okos tojás. De hol van a másik interrogation room? Ott a tábla.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Interview room 2.
I'm praying that those prints come through. So I can...
Hopp, itt van. Ez az.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Jelzott a menekülős csávó.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Let's change the subject. You ever visit Catalina Island?
I went there for my honeymoon.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I could do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
Ja, hú, ez ilyen anarista, ilyen lapos földhívő csávó.
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ay.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You delusional detective. What campaign?
De ezt a Sawyer Residence-nél szedtük össze, és ez a faszi nem volt ott.
So you know just what I'm thinking, as well as what I'm supposed to have done. Give me a break.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Hazudsz.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan?
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Charge must be laid in order to close the case. Failing one, it will leave you with a single suspect. Hát akkor a másik csávó, szerintem a másik csávó lesz az egyébként. Ez.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Hát mindezt mondja. Na most kíváncsi leszek, hogy ez sikerült-e.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy?
Hát akkor az nem jött be.
I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Most ilyenkor mi van megint? Clement said 4 years for us zones and would probably share his motive. Clemens volt, bazd meg.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Ballag a katona, itt a Phelpset annyira nem lájkolták itt a katonaságban, mert kicsit okos tojás volt, meg túl emberi. Walking Elysian Fields. Az Elysian az a cég. Az ingatlan fejlesztő cég.
House fire, a bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can.
Megint egy lakástűz. 4 áldozat.
650 North Hobart.
Szóval továbbra sincs vége a dolognak.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Did you read about the Trail State case in the papers? That's a detective who solved it. Those poor kids losing everything.
Wow.
Elviszek egy rendőrautót most már. Kipróbáljuk.
Where's your respect for property, Cole? You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
The new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance
Shame about Jeff.
Any central unit.
The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Well, it kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches. They can make a claim to the department.
Pussoljál! Na, itt vagyunk. Hol van a tűz? Ja, ott van, aha. Boom! Kitalálom, ezek is nyertek egy utazást.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Azt mondja, reméli, hogy erős a gyomrunk. Meg akar itt mutatni, itt kiégett a ház, mind a fasz. Azt a kurva.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch, he's the expert.
De itt az öreg tűzoltó, de ezek miért ilyen pózba vannak meghalva?
Like the rest of the debris.
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Szóval valaki a halálok után állította be őket ilyen pozitúrába. Miután felrobbant a kazán, de még mielőtt leégett a ház.
What are they doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Another day, another dollar.
Azt mondja, az imádkozó póz a tűz miatt van, mert hogy összehúzódnak az izmok. És akkor utána bábozott velük valaki. Na. Itt van valami cucc. Ja, itt a fénykép, aha.
Never the same. You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
Sure, it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
It might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Hoppá.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Ez jó kirohant, éppen ott rókázik, nézd meg. Jó. Arra nem lehet menni. Fölfele nem lehet menni. Viszont van egy pince, azt mindjárt megnézzük. Itt van valami. Ez egy vasaló.
Circumstantial.
Megnézem ezt a pincét, mert itt elárasztották az oltáskor. Ja, meg ugye az a padló is átégett. Ez nem az a kazán. Ott van, nem? Itt lett egy ilyen napfénytető, bicikli. Ja, itt robbant föl valami cucc akkor, aha.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Hát ezek megint ilyen szeméttapogatások. Ez a fűtési rendszer, nem? Ez a légbefúvásos lófasz. Hát, akkor mindent megnéztem. Ugye? Szerintem igen. Erre megyünk vissza. Itt van egy szoba. Ez mi a szar? Baseball-labda?
Nothing significant.
Ja. Ez mi a zseblámpa? Az megint semmi. Itt is van egy ágyikó, az mi a szar? Ez mi, légycsapó, vagy mi a szar?
Not much help.
Még parázslik a fal. Billy wants a Willy. Megnézzük a rókázó embert.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Szóval ezt ki akarja nyírni a tettes, nem letartóztatni.
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
És ezeknek a neve is rajta volt az utazási nyertesek
I haven't done this for years.
listáján.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Szomszéddal kell csevegni egy kicsit. Vaj, ott pukkanatott a ház. Tetőn is darabja.
LAPD, can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Aludtunk, amikor hallottuk a robbanást.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Ja, Morelli is akart eladni a házat, milyen meglepő.
Weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
I need more, Mr. Foreman. Tell me what you know about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
I know nothing about it. I've never heard of them.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Előbb mondta, hogy nem.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Most nem arról volt szó, hogy meg kell néznünk a... Ez jó, belát a falba, az meg kell néznünk a kazán, de hát... Kurva nincs kazán. Csak ez a csömörlet felrobbant, ház itt is kutyahol. Így bemenni nem lehet. Hopp, itt van valami. Itt a kazán.
Looks like the same model.
Megint Várli, bazd meg. Na de várjál. Ugye Várlit kapcsoltuk le, és azért hisztisztek, hogy nem ő az. Most akkor ilyenkor mi a fasz van? Van itt átvezető videó, egy kis sztori.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first I didn't understand you, but now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fire should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
Akkor mégiscsak a piromániás fószár lesz.
Now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Felettébb érdekes. Mi ez a fehér pötty? Ja, az a szomszéd sor. De azzal nem kell beszélnünk. Társunk az mit kepesztott? Beszéltél a többi szomszéddal, vagy mi? Elviszik a hullaszállítót. De várjál! Nem enged elmenni innen, akkor vissza kell menni a izéhoz. Szomszédhoz.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. About all I've got to say about it.
De ezzel nem akar beszélni. Interview neighbor, investigate.
boondockers they ain't.
Miért kell nekem a szomszéd büdös cipőjét takarolnom? Megnéztem a sztorit, interjúztam a szomszéddal, megtaláltam a felrobbant kazánt. Elófaszt akarnak még. Tök jó, ide be lehet nézni, jó. De hát ott már voltam lent. Dumálni kell még a izével, a boncolódó ki van.
There isn't much I can tell you right now, Cole. Never the same, are they?
Igazából ezt se vágom. Ez egyfolytában ezeket a hullákat akarja mutogatni, de ugye itt se enged semmit csinálni. Voltam, itt se volt semmi, hát itt a pincébe. De itt se engedett semmit. Csomó bicikli. Ezt is már besasoltam, ugye ott volt a kazán, ott robbant ki. Valamit nem triggereltem be. Bazd meg, itt sincs semmi. Itt kurván nincsen semmi. Jó, hagyjuk a vasalót, már néztük. Kutya itt is hiányzik. Ott kotorászik valamit a tűzoltó sávó. De ott nem volt semmi cucc. Itt sincsen. Ott az a baseball labda van a földön. Itt sincs semmi, ott a hullák vannak. Ez az a blade csapó, vagy hajkefe, vagy mi a lófasz. Hát nincs semmi, szerintem beszélek a társal, nem tudom, hogy hol van. A picsába kóvályog ez, bazd meg.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband?
So what next?
We need more from the neighbors, Cole. Keep working them.
Jaj, több? Ó, bazd meg. Több szomszéd. Jó, és most hogyan? Azt mondja, hogy ott, akkor ezt a szomszédot próbálom előszedni. Hát akkor ez nem jött be. De hát itt sehol senki, bazd meg. Honnan szedjek ilyen neighboröket?
Drunk, mister? Or are you just...
Sehol senki, csak ez egy bunkó van itt elől. De ez már nem akar beszélgetni.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's about all I've got to say about it.
A picsába van itt. Hoppá.
This town is going straight to hell.
Aha.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Na, ez mondjuk egy új nyom.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Valakik itt toporogtak, meg bagóztak közben. Szóval... Hát vagy valaki, nem valakik. Hát az öreg látott valamit, csak kamozik. Aha.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Szóval folyamatosan dobálják be ezeket a szórlapokat, meg ezen van a sorsjegy, amivel ugye lehet nyerni ezeket az utazásokat, amivel elkapszoltatják őket. Telefonálunk egyet.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind?
Hát igen, a polgármesternek, a rendőrkapitánynak a spanja, ez az ingatlanos csávó.
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Hát itt is ugye a korrupt rendőrség. Le akarnak minket beszélni. A nyomozásról. A góri haverja után.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Ott a tűz.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Ups. Elég sok tűz van, nem? Konkrétan itt minden ház le volt égve, bazd. Rancho Escondido.
There are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart-mouth
break.
son of a bitch.
Hoppa, hoppa.
Stand down. That's an order.
Egy kis tömegbunyó. Haha, valakinek felrepült a kabátja. Haha, egy kis grapple-etek, na, 2 hókamóka, 3 hókamóka megvan.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Na, akkor nézzünk körül, ó, bazd meg, itt azt a szépen leégett minden. Gondolom itt is ugye a felrobbant fazán. Ahogy nézem, itt a házban nem enged bemenni. A sufni is leégett. Vagy itt beenged, itt se enged be. Ne ugráljál, most miért azt nézzek én itt? Te bazdmeg, itt 600 ház van. A kémény is összedőlt. Azt nézem, hogy nem lehet bemenni egyik házromba sem. De itt koppon le van égve minden, bazd meg. Nem enged be egyikbe se. Mekkora területet kéne átnézni? Jön a csóka is, de gyere utána, mutasd meg, hogy mit csináljunk. Várjál.
Help me out.
Look around. There's not much left, but it's worth a shot.
Azt látom, hogy nem sok minden marad, de... Mit kéne megnézni? Mondjuk itt még van egy tűzoltócsávó. Ezek a sufnik, ide se enged fölmenni. Ez mit csinál ott a tűzoltó? Volt valami itt?
Another residential. I hate residentials. You should take a look around.
Ott is van hátul tűzoltó. You should look around. Okay. Az ott mi? Hoppá, hoppá. Ez egy rendőr. Te nem tudsz valamit?
Hope you can find out who did this. These people have a right to be angry.
Ott a verdánk, és ez volt a ház, amihez... De ugye itt volt a bunyó. Ott jöttünk be. Ez a kocsink. Hát ez kurva egy kibaszás, hát ez hatalmas ez a terület, bazd meg. Azt tudom, mit kéne itt keresni. A romokba nem enged bemenni. Ez nyilván gyújtogatás, hogy az összes le van égve, de... De mit keresünk? Ja, lófaszt keresünk. Mondja már valami okosat, Béla.
Any ideas? Check the house, Cole. It don't look right from here.
Check the house. De melyik? Itt van 600 ház, bazd meg. Na jó, megyünk vissza. Szerintem a tűzoltó koslant, akkor gondolom azt kéne megnézni. Az úgy nyilván ez az egyik. Csak ugye a Check the House az nem működik olyan szempontból, hogy nem lehet bemenni a romokba.
We were too late to save anything. Sorry.
Hát ez az egyház, aminek még van valami vász szerkezete. Jó, hogy végigfuttatod, bazd meg 50-szer.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Aha, szóval ilyen kispórolt anyagú retekház, nézd, kidől a fal, bazd meg. Aha.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Jó, akkor az építető céget meg kell látogatnunk.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
Bocs. Ó, bazz. Kitört a kereke a Várdának. Lopni kell egy másikot. Baszi a sántit. Na akkor meg kell húzkodjuk az oroszlán vajszát? Mészáros Lőrinc irodalmát meglátogatjuk, ingatlan birodalmát.
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you?
I would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Na, a Dom kijött, beenged minket, mert a néni nagyon erőszakos volt.
You like Take a cigar. Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Aha.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Persze, hogy nem. Csak rajta van az arcod a szórólapon, te fasz.
The travel agent has a list of the winners. 3 of the names on that list have had their houses burnt to the ground.
And how many names on the list have not had a fire?
I don't know.
You wouldn't make much of a lawyer, detective. If you're gonna rely on statistics, then you better get them straight.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Akkor a korruptság már, hogy a második világháborúban visszatérő katonáknak szolgálati a házakkal seftel az állam, és ugyanúgy mossa ki a lóvét ezeknek a maffiózó, befolyásos politikus faszarcoknak a zsebébe.
Mr. Monroe, I can have every building inspector from the city and the county going over those buildings.
Son, you have me shaking in my boots.
Ezzel nem fogok előrébb jutni ezzel a fasszal.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense. The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Ja, micsoda, támogatja a rendőrséget. Na nyanya, akkor add a listát.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Chapman, Bradley, ismerősek ezek a nevek.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Vissza lehet ide menni? Paszkalap nem enged be, jó?
Your boss is a fine man.
You look like you were a big opinion.
The heck?
Now I have a much lower opinion of you.
If olive oil comes from olives, where does baby oil come from?
Itt a telefon, nyanyától elkérjük, kösz.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, detective?
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you.
Az volt a piromániás söves. Ja, kiengedték.
I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks for your help.
És a gyújtogatós home lesz, az rajta van a listáján a faszinak, mint az ingatlan ügynök. Aki kimegy tárgyalni a felvásárlásokról. Meg a szeretőnk. Itt meg a faszkalap, aki fölnyomott.
No! Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Ja, szóval megfenyegetett az ex-társ is, hogy szálljunk le az Elysium cégről.
Yeah, Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did, but I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
This is KTI Radio with this public service announcement. Juvenile delinquency is ever growing problem. The LAPD advises all parents to send their children to Sunday school and take them to church. America is a lucky country. California is one of the
the siren and lubricant for the great machine that is this city. Leave your mark, don't you?
Megnézzük ezt a Chapman csávót. Otthon találjuk.
Where's your respect for property, Cole? That will be all.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Ez a várdája. Ó, megint a Mosquito Killer.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Ez viszont skuló.
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
Igen. Fel van fegyverezve a csóka. Itt a szórólap, ugye ezt hordja ki.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Holy Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops! Again!
Várj, ez az egyik kazánszerelő volt, nem? Felugrott a villamosra.
I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units.
De hogy ez konkrétan elrabolta a villamost, aha. Ez legalább nem tudja ráhúzni a kormányt. Viszont faszán betolja elém a kocsika.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here.
Aha, most rá fogunk lőni.
It's no good. We need to get closer. Hold him tight. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole. Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. But the evidence is good for Chapman. It's hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Ja, Chapman-t elkaptuk. Mondjuk, hogy az már beszélni nem fog.
Nice work, gentlemen.
put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award.
Viszont ugye továbbra is gyanúsítjuk, hogy ugye ezt azért bízta meg az ingatlanos cég.
I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. And I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? You'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Tá, a Nixon elnök. 47.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Ja, Leland Monroe az sose lesz vádemelés ellene, viszont egy csomó bizonyítékkal fel tudjuk kelteni a figyelmét. Case closed. Na, következőt szerintem most nem kezdjük el, következő ügyünket, a House of Styx-t. Mert már 2 óra 53 percünk benne van ebben a mai napban. Itt az a sztori, hogy a csajunk az kapott valami életbiztosítást, valami halott rokona után, akire ráomlott valami tető, mert az Elysiumnak dolgozott ráadásul. Ja, Mr. Louis Hahn Buchhalter hirtelen halála után mi lettünk a kedvezményezettek az ingatlanjában. A baleseti halált halt.
There's no need to come into the office, Ms. Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
Cesar Dolci, yeah.
I don't accept this.
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay, let me get the case file.
There's got to be more in these files.
Ezek egy háznak a tervei, ugye, amin dolgozott a fószer, amikor meghalt. Járját lapozni akar? Aha.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
Most mi van? Most a nőt hallgatjuk ki az idegen fószerrel? Hát ez nekünk dolgozik.
I'm just confused, Ms. Lichtman. What's so difficult about accepting this money?
I don't like your attitude, Mr. Kelso.
Ja, mert ez a
That's
Kelso,
okay,
jó.
I'm not selling it. So the roof collapsed, accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Ms. Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
Na, akkor ezt innen fogjuk folytatni. Meglátjuk, hova fut ki ez az ügy. Bye!